Across WA, Spirit Drive with Matt Layton, thanks to Major Motors. Whether you're driving home or driving to site, Major Motors have a ready-to-work Isuzu truck for you. Go to majormotors.com.au.
From Bustleton to Broome, this is Spirit Drive with Matt Layton.
Right across Western Australia, we're driving home on the Spirit, and joining us right now on the line here on Spirit Drive is the Director of Eden Medical Retreat, Angie Olifent. Now, Eden specialises in high-quality specialist treatment for those suffering with alcoholism, drug dependency and other addictions. Angie, it's nice of you to join us this afternoon.
Oh, thank you for having me, Matthew. It's great to be with you all.
Now, Angie, can you tell us the background of Eden Medical Retreat? How did it all begin?
Well, it's been interesting. I have been wanting to create Eden Medical Retreat for over 14 years, and I hit every barrier you could hit in Australia. So I decided I would set one up in Asia. So it was extraordinary, actually, because I met the doctors, who is Liz and John Mcintosh, who are my partners. They have got 5 super clinics in Queensland. And they asked me what my passion was. And I said, my passion is to set up a drug rehab. So we then got into a dialogue and decided that it would be fabulous to do it here. So I built Eden Medical Retreat, and we've started that up as a treatment centre for people with substance abuses. And we write individual programs for each client on arrival.
Okay, so the retreat is based in Indonesia. How does this set you apart from other retreats? And I guess, what are the advantages of your clients leaving their home environment?
Well, I think it's very obvious that it's important to take people away from their environment and get them away from their peers who are actually involved in taking illegal substances or drinking too much, whatever the substance is that they are addicted to. We take them away from that environment and put them into a completely new environment, and also it manages to give the family respite, because you might have one user but the whole family suffers. So it really is important to get people away from their peers who they have been working, implied with the drug culture. So we like to get them away and then restart and find out the reasons as to why they have been taking the drugs. Now, we believe that 80% of all addicts have a prerequisition psychiatric conditions. They might have personality behavioural problems or bipolar or whatever, and they take the drugs to make their self-esteem higher and their confidence level higher. So we like to bring them through. We have a psychiatrist on staff, and we also have doctors, and we have a psychologist and myself, and we have also ex-addicts who have come through the program, and they are now working for us.
Okay, so you've mentioned some of the specialists who are part of the Eden team. Can you tell us all about the treatments and practices also on offer?
Yes, what we do is we actually bring the clients into Eden, and then we write an individual program which is worked together with the client, so we can actually get them involved in their program, and we actually get into the reasons to why they were taking the drugs in the first place, and we work out a 12-step program for them, and we also do cognitive behavioural therapy, and I do an exercise program, which is really important. If people are disabled in any way, if they aren't able to go on long walks, etc., we use the swimming pool. So everything is written for them, and they're all done by qualified CBT therapists and psychologists.
Is there a set time on how long treatment and rehabilitation can take?
Look, I suppose you could say how long's a piece of string, but I do believe the minimum, you cannot just bring someone up here to detox and think that that's the treatment. It's not possible. That you're set for failure. So there must be a follow-up program, which is consisting of a counselling program, which is highly intensive. We do up to 4 to 5 hours a day. Obviously, there's breaks in between that time. It's not 5 hours solid, but it is a 5-hour program during the day. We have an exercise program in the morning. We get up really early at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not a holiday. It is work, and people have to contribute, and they have to take ownership of their addiction.
Yeah. Well, some people might be a bit concerned about costs involved, but I guess if you look at it this way, addiction's a rather costly exercise, and one which, if not treated, can grow substantially and detrimentally. So it's certainly something to take into consideration.
Well, that's correct. I mean, the last girl that we had here who had the write-up in West Australian Today, her parents obviously were desperate and they didn't know which way to turn. Everything had failed. She couldn't get into any rehab in Perth. So she came to us, and even though it was costly, it saved her life, and she is now doing extremely well in recovery.
Well, Angie, for those who'd like more information about your services and facilities, what's the best way to contact?
They can actually call me direct. If they go onto EdenMedicalRetreat.com, they'll have the contact numbers. They can have a look at the program. They can have a look at who we have on staff and what their backgrounds are. And they can call me direct, and there is no pressure. And also, families need some assistance. We actually don't just work with the addict. We incorporate the families in the recovery. So they can actually call me direct, or they can call Liz Mcintosh, Dr. Liz Mcintosh in Queensland.
Okay, fantastic stuff. And you can see the full retreat and all the services on offer. The official website is Eden, E-D-E-N, medicalretreat.com. Angie Olifent, we really do appreciate your time, and I'm sure we'll chat again very soon. Thanks again.
Thanks very much, Matt. Bye-bye.
The Director of Eden Medical Retreat, Angela Olifent, here on Spirit Drive. We'll be back in a moment.